So, a customer asked me an interesting question today that I thought might be helpful to you and to any small business owner. This particular customer does medical diagnostic scanning, MRIs, and things of the like. And their question was, is as it relates to coronavirus, should an employee get ill while working on the job and bring an action against the employer? Do they have a policy that would react to it? And I thought it was an interesting question and worth discussing. So basically, the rule, let's talk about the rule under normal circumstances. If an employer maintains a workers' comp policy, the workers' comp will get triggered if an employee gets ill or hurt on the job and will pay for their medical bills. Now, there is something called employer's liability, which typically only comes into play when you have scenarios of gross negligence. So, for example, um, two wheels fell off the truck, and somehow the employer compels his employee, threatens them that they must drive the truck for deliveries anyway, and they get hurt. Obviously, that's an exaggerated, ridiculous case, but you get the point. In a case of really gross negligence on the part of the employer, then the employee can bring an action against the employer, and their employer's liability would need to cover that sort of claim. The question about corona is actually a little bit tricky or trickier than a normal circumstance if you're a small business owner. So you know you have workers' comp in the event an employee was to get hurt. However, in order to make sure that you are not triggering an employer's liability scenario where they can bring an action against you, you need to make sure that you're following your local, state, and federal guidelines in terms of safety so that you're not putting any undue risk on top of the employees, and thereby exposing yourself further. So you do have workers' comp coverage, but you want to make sure that you don't rely on that to think that, hey, I could do anything or it's business as usual. No, follow your social distancing rules or whatever your particular guidelines are, wherever your municipality is, and you should be in fine shape, at least from this perspective. Good luck. Give us a call if you have any questions. 561-287-6279.